Hey there everyone, happy Sunday. I am King 5 meteorologist Adam Claibon. Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. Hopefully you guys had a great day, and also you guys enjoyed the nice weather because today was a spectacular day. We have plenty of sunshine and pretty comfortable temperatures too out there. We saw some 70s actually return for the first time in a couple of days, and we got more of them to come as we see more of this warming pattern as we head into the start of the work week. Now I will say this though, we still don't have any high heat that's going to be on the horizon for us, so we are going to stay away from that, which is probably a good thing for many of us. So we'll go over the forecast here as we head on into the last few days of spring. We'll also talk about what's ahead for us as we head into the beginning of summer as that comes to town for us on this upcoming Friday. So we're going to go over that. We're also going to talk about what's in town right now, and that is the Club World Cup. And the Sounders, well, they're going to be going up against Botafogo here this evening at 7 p.m. Recording this as of about 6:30, so at any rate, temperatures are going to be in the 60s throughout the entirety of the match. We'll see plenty of sunshine out there, and you'll probably still see a lot of sunshine towards the end of the match too, because that sunset time now is at 9:09 p.m. and we're only now 5 days away from the beginning of summer, and that's going to start at 7:42 this upcoming Friday. We do expect that sunset at that point will be at 9:10 p.m., so not too much more as far as the later sunsets, and eventually we are going to see that the time that we'll have of daylight will start to shrink after we get past that day on Friday, and we'll be seeing those earlier sunsets coming up soon. Still going to be staying warm though, especially comfortably warm for the next week or so. Now, what hasn't been comfortably warm have been some of these overnights. They've actually dropped down quite a bit. Dropped down into the low 40s up in Bellingham and in Friday Harbor, around the low 40s in Shelton, down to 42. The record this morning out at Olympia, 37 degrees. We were 1 degree off of that as we dipped down to 38. A chilly morning there, but where we did hit a record was out at Quileute. The old record coming in at 38 degrees. We made it all the way down into the mid 30s. So maybe going to be a bit of a chilly start again tomorrow, but it should be quite as cold in really the next few days. We're talking about warm and mainly dry, and maybe a few more clouds expected for Monday and also heading into the day on Tuesday. We are going to see extra clouds as well as maybe some spotty showers heading on into the day on Wednesday. Rain shouldn't be too widespread heading on into the day on Wednesday, but we are expecting the higher chances of rain to come in as we go late into the week, as we get into the start of that summer season. Now, here's a look at our 7-day forecast. By the time we head into Tuesday, we're all the way up into the mid 70s for highs. So there is the slight warm up, and again, nothing as far as extreme heat going to be around for us, but it is going to be more on the warm side as we head on into that point. Then we cool back down. Juneteenth on Thursday, lower 70s, seeing some partly sunny skies and a very, very low chance of a shower around. We'll see those chances pick up though on into Friday, Saturday, and maybe heading into Sunday as temperatures start to cool back down into more of the mid 60s. Clear skies out there for us right now as we look at our school net site there in Olympia, again, where we dropped all the way down into the 30s this morning. Look, push, we got a lot of clear skies as well there, and looking at our school net site here at Granite Falls. Port Angeles, more the same for us. Clear skies here into our evening, and temperatures will be dropping down into the 40s there, and we'll be into the 40s here in Bellingham as well as we have those clear skies as we get ready to end off our day. Beautiful shot of Mount Rainier, continuing to melt a little more of that snow each and every day here as we head deeper on into spring and into summer. Here's a look at Mount Everett, where you can see the clear skies hanging with us there, and then also here in Seattle as temperatures are currently more so around those lower 70s. West winds coming in for you at about 9 miles per hour. Low 50s by the start of tomorrow morning, and then we'll head on into the day and we'll get our way back into more of those lower to mid 70s by tomorrow afternoon. As I mentioned, this air mass, it is warming, so we are seeing temperatures up by about 3, 4, 5 degrees in comparison to at this point yesterday, which puts many of us in the upper 60s to low 70s. Now out towards the coast, still staying rather cool, upper 50s and low 60s out there. Radar, well, a lot of things are staying the same as far as the rain chances. Nowhere near or anywhere in the picture for us anytime soon. But since we did have this area of high pressure just off to our south down across California, that did have enough influence to really clear out the skies. But we have more systems coming in from the west and across the Gulf of of Alaska, which will help to reintroduce some extra clouds and keep that onshore flow going from keeping things from really heating up for us over these next couple of days, even though we are going to see a warm up. So looking at tonight and into the day for tomorrow, plenty of clear skies. We'll just begin to start to see some of those clouds by tomorrow morning around 6 to 7 to 8 o'clock. Then we'll have some of those pass through as we head into the late morning and early into the afternoon. North Coast probably keeping a lot more of the clouds in place by tomorrow evening and tomorrow night. Clear skies again, but then we start to see the clouds return at that point, and we'll have the higher chances of rain start to pick up out along parts of the North Coast. I would say head into late morning and early into the afternoon. Mainly only Clallam County. The rest of us are probably going to stay dry here as we head on into the night, and then into more of the day on Wednesday, we'll have some of those chances pick up just ever so slightly. Again, those chances on Wednesday will be more spotty than not. Heading on to the day there. That's going to push on through, and that will add extra clouds to our forecast heading on into that point. Now, with the extra clouds, that will mean things are not quite as cool during the morning hours. So we'll see our lows make our way from the upper 40s or low 50s up into the mid 50s at that point, and then drop back down into the low 50s again. Average low is at 53 degrees, so most of those days are actually going to be cooler than average. And then the normal high is at about 71 degrees, so Monday and Tuesday slightly above when it comes to that, but then we cool down a bit more as we go late on into the work week, and definitely by the weekend as we start off summer on a cool and a somewhat wet note. Highs, though, as we continue on into June. Here we are getting into the 23rd, 24th, and 25th. This is 6 to 10 days out, and yeah, you can see them getting back up closer to where we should normally be for this time of the year, just slightly warmer. So after the cool down, expect things to start to warm up, but we're going to see the cool down because of this system that's going to spin out of the Gulf of Alaska and start to work its way here across the Pacific Northwest. You can see that working its way in by Friday and into Saturday. Here we are at 8:30 Saturday morning. You can see that system increasing some of the shower chances here across a lot of the Pacific Northwest and keeping them around as we head on into the entire weekend before that system starts to work its way out of here, heading on into the start of next work week. Now, rainfall totals with this shouldn't be too impressive here, and this does include what we might see heading into Wednesday as well. So less than a half an inch across most spots here in the lowlands. We could see higher amounts across some of the higher terrain, and lesser amounts too as you go across parts of Northwest interior with less than a quarter of an inch there. Here we are into the night. We'll see lows drop down into the 40s and well into the 40s in some spots, but maybe not quite as many of those 30s as what we have in here, noticing here recently. And then highs tomorrow, we top off at 68 in Blaine, 70 in Mount Vernon. We'll top off at about 71 in Marysville, mid 60s for Coopville, 74 in Seattle, pretty comfortable 74 as well in Issaquah and Maple Valley at 73. And then more so the mid 70s down this way around Puyallup, Tacoma, and in Olympia down towards Tenino. We'll top off at 72 degrees. Here's your 7-day forecast. We got the warmest part of the forecast during the first half of the next week or so. We'll see temperatures in the low to mid 70s, and then we cool back down here as we head on into more so Thursday, but definitely coming into Friday and into the upcoming weekend as highs fall back down into more of those mid 60s as we get ready to start off summer. All right, everyone. Well, again, hopefully all you dads out there had a great day, and the rest of you too, as you get ready to head on into the start of your work week. Hopefully that you have a great start to your work week, and I expect that we will see much more of the sunshine and stay away from the high heat for quite some time for us. All right, everyone, have a good one. We'll talk to you soon.